Fire and Ice. This chapter was really interesting. This is television related to do with Bleach, chapter 548. Starts out with Omida. He's feeling the pressure. He's feeling that they're there. That they launched their surprise move. They launched their move, and he's feeling the pressure. Like right now he's like, he knows that they're vulnerable. He knows that his captain's not there anymore. She's off training. Things are supposed to be difficult. He says, "What am I supposed to do? What am I do? I can't do anything with my captain gone." Then you have Mario, like the little girl. Like you've seen her if you're in earlier chapters. Those of you who actually read the manga, and those of you who actually read the manga and know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, well, you don't know. As it continues on, things are really serious because Amaya says she has to go, and she's telling him, "Please don't go. Please don't know it's too dangerous." But he wants to go. Like we've seen Amaya try to be brave in the past. If when it comes to him faking, he may be tough, but sometimes he's gonna be a real coward. A real coward. I mean, and we saw during the Iran car how he kept having problems. He kept panicking out, and there even became moments when he ran away a whole lot. Those of you who watch Bleach, then you know what I'm talking about. But he may put up an act. He may talk tough, but sometimes he doesn't do it. Things get even more interesting as the guy that defeated Soifon and took her Bankai shows up. Like, if this guy managed to take out his captain, how's he gonna handle him himself? Then it moves on. You get the Hitsugaya and H right there, like Fire and Ice. They're like he said, "We're the perfect match." And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, Fire and Ice." And he's not alone. Matsumoto's with him too. Rangiku. Like they start fighting. Everything is great. They both use their swords. They release their Sanpakuto. Things are looking like they're looking good for the fight. Yeah. Like they backed up. They saved their friends from getting killed by the fire. And they noticed something. They noticed this thin layer of ice on the ground. Say, did it protect them? Like, did it protect them from the fire attacks? I'm like, we didn't even notice. I mean, that fire is so strong it can melt ice in just a couple of seconds. Like, even tried to pierce each guy's wall. Like, ice. This time was a little interesting. Like, 'cause you get to know stuff, because you get to know that even though Kati Hugaya lost his Bankai and Toshiro lost his Bankai, but he says his Bankai's power difference is the least out of every captain's. You see, a Bankai is the final stage of a Sanpakuto of their swords when they reach their strongest point, like 5 to 10 times the level of power difference, like your max power, like at your strongest peak. But he says his is the least different. Well, his is the least different, which means that out of all of them, even if he had his Bankai, his power wouldn't increase that much by a lot. It would increase like slightly or so. So I'm guessing he was only at half strength. I'm thinking he was only using part of his full power, like he and that's what it says in this chapter. He's focusing. He says that even though I don't have it, even though I can't make, the only difference is I can't make small pieces of ice, like small little portions of ice at a time, since I don't have my Bankai. But with this, I can fight you with just little pieces. I'm learning to adapt. It means he's been learning to adapt to fight with so little energy for a long time. And he even has Matsumoto, and he has Rangiku with him to back him up. He has Rangiku to back him up. After all, she's a lieutenant. But you still see him like see him like doing funny stuff, like just being funny, just making funny stuff, like she even like goes on saying, "I'm glad that you can rely on me. I mean, this is a fight, you get serious." But you know how Kubo is, just being humorous. After all, this is the 1,000-year Blood War arc, and this thing's about to end. Like, he spent 5 weeks on a break to not give us nothing, you know? And things are just getting interesting for this chapter. Things are getting really, really interesting. As it continues, like, the fight is getting on. Like, you could see that the guy with fire, like, hey, like, sorry, he's getting, like Hachiru is like thing, like he's about to like burn them, like he's about to burn them all. But then they learn to combine their efforts, like they learn to combine it. Like he's gonna use a multi-layer of ice combined with the ash from Hanako. Like basically it's like an ice ash shield. Like we've seen shield used before, like but never like this. It's like, even though the ash is like basically metal, basically if you melt the metal ashes into one solid spot, it forms a shield. You have the multi-layer shield of ice, and you have the ashes, like basically blocking its attacks. Like things are going good for them, because Shoshiro managed to use his power to create one final, make it go like vanishing ice blade, like he pierced the guy right at the end. And this chapter is called the Thin Ice. And I'm glad that we got to see a fight right away, because you got to see Toshiro, which we haven't seen in practice how he's gonna fight. How strong he's gotten over the fact that he lost his Bankai, and we still haven't seen Ichigo yet. I know Kubo's probably waiting for him for the final moments. And I want to see what's happening. I want to see Juhabak's plan. I want to see what he's going to do next. What's going to happen. I mean, after all, this is all going to be, it's all going to continue. I think this anime was pretty fast. I think this chapter was pretty fast. It got into the fighting right away. Not right away. I mean, at the beginning we have Omaida. But it got to the fight right away. I want to see a little more. I want to see what happens next. And hopefully we get to see some more action. And hopefully we get to see a lot more characters. And I mean, they're all Omaida having... he just got jumped by that guy who beat up Soifon and took his Bankai. And right now, he's left with just, the only backup he has with him is just a little girl and a ball. So he's like in a corner. Yeah, he's in the corner. Anyway, that's all I got for this one. So, this is Sullivan. Thank you. Hope you watch it. And remember what I said in my last video. I got bit by something and it infected me. It's like, I went to the hospital. Everything should be better. Thank you, and I'll put the link down so you can read it and know and see what you think. Thank you, everybody. Bye. Sorry.